This is the Chamber Chat Podcast, the show dedicated to chamber professionals to spark ideas and to get actionable tips and strategies to better serve your members and community. Hello, Chamber Champions. Welcome to Chamber Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Burton, and it's my goal here on the podcast to introduce you to people and ideas to better help you serve your chamber members and your community. Our guest for this episode is Eric Hortness. Eric is the executive director of the Madison Chamber of Commerce in Madison, South Dakota, a role that he's proudly held since 2017. Before stepping into the chamber world, Eric built a career around athletics as a college baseball coach and fundraiser for Dakota State University. His passion for community and teamwork continues to shape his leadership today. Outside of his chamber work, Eric stays deeply connected to the game of baseball, coaching Madison's spring high school baseball team and cheering on his son, who plays college ball at Mount Marty University. He and his wife, Desiree, are raising two sports-loving kids, including a daughter in sixth grade who's always ready to compete. Whether it's family activities, chamber initiatives, or coaching from the dugout, Eric brings energy and commitment to everything he does. Eric, I'm excited to have you with us today here on Chamber Chat Podcast. I'd love to give you an opportunity to say hello to all the Chamber champions who are out there listening and to share something interesting about yourself so we can all get to know you a little better.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Brandon. I'm excited to be here, and thank you for the invite. Something exciting. I started with the Greater Madison Area Chamber of Commerce in 2017, and that was really my first, I guess, delve into the chamber world. I really didn't have a whole lot of knowledge with a Chamber of Commerce before that, but it did help that I was fundraising for our university's athletic department before that. So I knew a lot of the business owners already. Madison, South Dakota, for those that are not familiar, we're about 45 minutes northwest of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, which Sioux Falls is the largest city in South Dakota. Madison's about 6,500 people. We do have two lakes on the outside of Madison. So when you factor in the two lakes, we're about a 10,000 population area. And then with the university, we always joke that in the summer, we trade out our college students for lake people.
Yeah, as I say, tourism. So that makes sense. Well, other college towns, the college students leave in the summer and the population just gets cut in half, or do something
Right.
dramatic like that. So it's nice that you've got that balance, to be able to keep things moving in the economy. That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's we try to do some things in the summer to draw those what we call Lakers into our community and hopefully spend some money.
Very good. Well, tell us a little bit about Madison. Tell us about the Madison Chamber, size, staff, scope of work, budget, just to kind of set the stage for as we dive into our topic today, just to know what kind of resources you're coming from.
Sure. We've got roughly 275 members. We call them investors. We have a staff, including me, two and a half, two full-time, and then one part-time staff member. So we rely very heavily on volunteers. Our board is very engaged, and I don't want to call them hands-on, but they are always willing to help when we need them to. But like I said, the volunteers for a lot of our different events are huge for us. We wouldn't be able to do a lot of things that we do without a wide range of volunteers. Budget wise, we're in the $400,000 to $450,000 range for our annual budget, and that comes from several different buckets, from investor dues to some funding that we get from our city, because technically we are chamber, tourism, downtown, all rolled into one. So we do get about a quarter of our budget from our city. We have some referral programs with some of the companies that we work with that generates some revenue as well. And then some of our events and programs help round out our budget.
Yeah, it's always good to have some good sources of non-dues revenues, so you're not just relying on those investor dues or membership fees and whatnot. Well, I'm excited to dive into our topic of discussion today. We're going to be covering chamber promotional videos, and Eric shared with me a few videos that they've done to promote some different events there at the Madison Chamber. So we'll dive in deep on this topic and how they're doing things there in Madison as soon as we get back from this quick break.
Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Rose.
And we're the founders of At My Community, a mobile app that can be customized to meet the unique needs of your Chamber of Commerce.
When we started At My Community, we envisioned a tool that would help communities thrive by simplifying communication and enhancing engagement. Chambers of Commerce face unique challenges, and we're here to help you tackle them.
At My Community helps the Evergreen Area Chamber of Commerce to create an app that keeps tourists informed even when their office is closed. They provide 24/7 access to local business information, which helps support the local economy and community engagement.
In Rocky Mountain House, we helped the Rocky Chamber create an app with dynamic itineraries and digital resources for tourists, increasing local business engagement. The app has become an essential tool for the community, promoting events and boosting visibility for local merchants.
Today, we empower more than 200 chambers of commerce, campgrounds, and RV resorts to streamline communication, informing members about events, sharing business updates, and providing a digital hub for the community, all in one convenient app.
When you partner with At My Community, our team works closely with you to create an app that meets your chamber's unique needs. As your community grows, our app evolves with you. We are here to ensure you engage effectively with your members and streamline your operations.
Schedule a demo today at atmycommunity.com.
We can't wait to meet you.
Are you ready to take your organization's funding to the next level? Hi, I'm Clint Neesmith, CEO of Resource Development Group. As a Chamber of Commerce or economic development organization leader, I know you understand the value of working with experts who understand your world. And that's exactly what RDG does best. For over 30 years, RDG has specialized in fundraising for EDOs and chambers. We bring cutting-edge strategies tailored to your organization, whether you're just starting out or gearing up for yet another new funding cycle. Importantly, our firm executives are hands-on from start to finish, from the feasibility study to the successful conclusion of your fundraising campaign. And our team brings deep industry roots and national expertise to every engagement. No matter the size of your community, RDG delivers data-driven, innovative revenue solutions, reinforcing ROI to investors and making sure your vision becomes reality. At RDG, we proudly build organizations that build communities. Visit us today at rdgfundraising.com and let us partner with you, building a stronger future for your organization and the community you are working to grow and develop.
All right, Eric, we're back. As I mentioned before the break, we're talking about chamber promotional videos. Tell us what you guys do. You call them cool dad videos. How did this come to be? What was the idea that generated this, and how do you utilize them?
Sure. So this started a couple of years ago, really by accident, and it's one of those things that can kind of be chalked up to some of your best ideas kind of happen by accident. So we now, since 2018, we do a downtown concert series on our main street, and it has grown from the first year we had a half a block of our main street closed, and now it's gone up to three blocks that we close off for 6 Tuesday nights in the summer. We have sponsors, headlining sponsors, food trucks, inflatables for kids, all kinds of different activities with a band, and we have a little beer tent area. And now we get about 2,500 people down to our downtown on a Tuesday night in the summer. So a couple of years ago, one of our main sponsors wanted to do a little promo video. And so we came up with this idea of let's just do a kind of 2 cool dads at a car show, because with our concerts, we also have a theme, and that particular night was going to be classic. So anybody that had a classic car that they wanted to show off, they could come and park on one of the blocks that we close off, and just show it off. So that was kind of the start of the idea, just a couple of quote unquote cool dads walking around at a fake car show, is how the video started.
All right, well, let's paint the picture. What are these cool dads? I mean, what makes them so cool?
Well, we have fanny packs that we wear for all the videos. We have hats that really probably don't fit all that well. We have high white socks that we wear and Birkenstocks. Uh, so that
That's
was
pretty cool.
our yeah that was our first outfit as a cool dad. That's I guess what we envision of dads walking around at a car show. Part of the I guess the outfit also is, of course, this is happening in the summer, and so we've got shorts, and our t-shirts are tucked into our shorts. Those that type of look is what we went with. Gaudy sunglasses, so that paints the picture for everybody on what this first video was centered around. And we were just doing a promo video more for our sponsor to help get the word out that they're sponsoring the evening, and maybe draw a little bit more classic cars downtown. And the first one that we did, it was kind of a one-off deal. Our sponsor is a Heartland Energy for this first video, energy provider in town. And the other person, that's the other cool dad, works for Heartland Energy, but also happens to be a state senator. And so him and I are the two cool dads in all of these videos. And as you can imagine, the dad jokes were not difficult to.
I love it. So this first one happens almost by accident. You're asked, "Hey, what can we do to promote this? Kind of shine a little more light on our name as a sponsor, that sort of thing." So you guys come up with this idea. How do you? I mean, was it just shot like with somebody's iPhone? How did you do the first one, and how has it evolved to the different videos you do now?
Sure. It all filmed with our marketing coordinator's cell phone. We have wireless mics that we wear, as we did in the first video. We really haven't changed how we produce these or how we make them. It's all filmed with a cell phone and a couple of wireless mics. And once that first one was released, it really got people talking, not only about the event that we were promoting, but just people enjoyed it so much. We still really can't go anywhere without somebody mentioning, when's the next Cool Dad video coming.
Yeah, that's cool. So, about how many videos have you guys done up to this point? I don't know if you know a number, if it's just a ballpark guess.
I think we're, as far as Cool Dad videos, I think we're in the 12 to 15 range right now. With it's really gotten to the point now where people, after that first one was released, other entities that had events coming up reached out to us. Hey, can you do a Cool Dad video promoting our event? And that's really what we have centered around now, is just promoting some of our other investor events that we have coming up. A little, I guess, info on Madison. Miracle Treat Day is ran. It's a national event with Dairy Queens, and it's in July every year. And every blizzard that is purchased, a portion of that goes to help cancer research for children. And our little old Dairy Queen in Madison, South Dakota, sells the most blizzards in the nation every year on Miracle Treat Day. So our second video that we did for the Cool Dad was promoting Miracle Treat Day, and it kind of ended with started where the car show ended. We just kind of played off the car show a little bit, and if you followed the videos, you can see the connection between our promoting our Downtown Madtown concert series and then Miracle Treat Day. They kind of tied into each other. But now, since then, we've done several other videos with some of our other investors that have helped increase attendance at their events.
So that was going to be my next question. Is it's nice that people around town are seeing it and they're asking you, "Hey, when's the next Cool Dad video coming out?" But in the end, what's it doing to promote those sponsors or drive attendance to the events? Can you share with us what things maybe looked like before starting to do these promotional videos versus after, or what's that increase been like for these different
Sure.
events?
Some of the videos that we've done to help promote other events. Our local Kiwanis chapter does a pancake feed every year as a fundraiser for their organization. I call them stupid video. We did a stupid cool dad video with the head of the Kiwanis chapter where they needed some cool dad help in making all the pancakes. That was the most after leading up to that event. That was after the video was released that year. They sold the most tickets for their pancake feed that they've ever sold, and this is something that's been going on for years and years. We did another video for our Trojan Athletic Club, which is basically our booster club for our university athletic department. Funny story about that. We did it with the football coach as we were trying out for the football team. Two cool dads trying out for the football team. And unbeknownst to us, we walked into the football coach's office as we were filming, and the coach had sunglasses, Birkenstocks on, a fanny pack.
You got the memo.
Right. And, we're such a small community that, we everybody knows everybody, good or bad. Everybody knows everybody. So he had seen the videos. He knew what was coming up. He's a character himself. But we had no clue that he was going to be, I guess, dressed in cool dad costume. But that was the highest that year that we did that video for the Trojan Athletic Club, was the highest membership that they've ever had. It was kind of a kickoff to their membership drive for the Trojan Athletic Club is what we did for the video. So just different things. We've done one we had a brand new city hall that just opened up a handful of months ago. So we did a cool dad video just walking around City Hall. As you can imagine, school drop off at the elementary school, it could be a reality show in of itself.
Right.
Last year at the start of the school year, we did a cool dad video of the do's and don'ts of school drop off. So it's really taken off with all kinds of different aspects of our cool dad videos.
So what made you guys land on the Cool Dad brand, we'll call it? I mean, did it, again, just by accident, or did you kick around some other ideas? How did it land on this?
No, I think just, when that first video, when we were preparing to start it, it really didn't have a title. We didn't have a title. We just said, hey, let's act like we're two cool dads walking around at a car show. And the cool dad kind of just stuck.
Yeah. So is there any kind of scripting that goes into it? Like, do you talk ahead of time about, hey, let's do this, this, and this? Or do you just ad lib the whole thing with the common goal of what you're trying to accomplish?
Yeah, most of it is ad libbed. We just kind of play off of each other. There typically is some text messages the day before of, hey, let's get a couple of these one-liners fit in somewhere. It seems like when we have a script, we have way more takes that we have to do than if we don't have a script.
Yeah. So you're trying to make it perfect, right? Yeah.
It just flows so much better when we don't have a script and we can just kind of play off of each other.
So you've tried it both ways. You've tried it with more scripting and more ad lib. And then what's the post production look like as far as the editing, and who's doing that?
Again, that's our marketing, Danielle, with our office. She cuts it and pieces it all together, and we've done enough of them now. It doesn't take her very, very long to put these videos together. The program that she uses, she's able to add in different sounds, and we did a 4th of July video, and she added in some sounds of fireworks going off and different things like that. So she's great at what she does. I stay out of her way, and every once in a while she'll start chuckling, and I know it's going to be a good video.
I love it. That's awesome. So I'm thinking for the chambers that are listening, you know, we don't, I guess in the chamber world, we're all about rip off and duplicate, but I can see, I'm just envisioning, a whole bunch of different, cool dads, going on at chambers now in the brainstorming of creating a character rather than just creating another cool dad at another chamber. Were there any other ideas as you guys brainstormed it that could be, hey, if we were another chamber, I don't know, or even if there's no men working at the chamber, it's hard to do cool dads. So I don't know. What are some other kind of quirky, fun, engaging type of characters that might come to mind? Totally throwing you on the spot.
No, yeah. I guess my opinion is the chamber position, the chamber office should be a fun, enjoyable, have fun with the position. I'm not saying that I'm not serious ever, but I don't take it too serious where it's going to cause a lot of extra stress that, I mean, yeah, chamber work is stressful, but I'm one that wants to have fun and have civil conversations and make people laugh and different things like that. So I guess my number one thing would be just have fun with it. Don't take it too serious. I'm okay with embarrassing myself from time to time on these videos. It gets people talking, it gets people aware of the events rather than just a suit and tie video where it's boring and stuffy and things like that. Just have fun with it. In a lot of our videos, we try to make a mention of our wives, whether it's they let us out of the house for a day to go to the car show or, different things like that. So we have talked to them that they don't like the videos. I'll be honest with you. They are embarrassed by the videos. So we've told them that as soon as they're two cool moms in a video, then we'll stop doing the videos. So I guess a long way to answer your question is you could certainly have two cool mom videos out there promoting events. I think just, a little bit of brainstorming and with the idea of just have fun with it, I think people will come up with their own characters. A segue to that, we do a burger brawl in our community, and some of our promo videos one year I was dressed as Guy Not Fieri,
Okay.
and I had the goatee and the wig and all that type of stuff, Flavor Town shirt, promoting our burger brawl. And then at the end of the event, we have a chamber investor in town that has a mystery machine Scooby-Doo van
Yeah.
that they drive in parades, and they have all the Scooby-Doo costumes. And so that was the premise behind all of those videos, is that it was solving a mystery on who had the best burger. And so we finished giving the award, and some of my board members were dressed as Daphne and Shaggy. And so I think, if you just have fun with your videos, think outside the box a little bit, use your investor resources. They're, find ones that are willing to be in these videos. I think it'll be an easy thing for somebody to incorporate once they get the ball rolling.
What I really like about the approach you guys take is, like, I've seen other chambers, they'll have the chamber chicks, that go out in the community, but it's very chamber oriented. And if you're not already engaged, involved with the chamber in some level, it's not going to resonate with you. Where you get a couple cool dads that are going out, everybody's going to kind of tune in and be like, what's going on here? These guys are ridiculous. But it gets the attention. It ties it back to the chamber, draws awareness of what the chamber is to people who didn't know about it before. So I think it's kind of a stroke of genius of the approach that you guys are taking with this, on purpose or not. I mean, I think now it's more intentional.
Well, yeah, it's definitely gotten to be more intentional now. The first few were just kind of, yeah, we'll do one and see how it goes. But yeah, it's more intentional now. And some of the other chamber directors in our state and in our region know about them. They've watched them. Whenever they see me, they mention them. And then Senator Crabtree, the other cool dad in the video, he's at our state capitol for 3 months out of the year, and so a lot of his fellow seatmates have seen these videos, and the ones that I know, they'll make comments to me and different things like that. So it really has kind of, I guess, blown up locally and regionally a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I like asking the question for chambers out there listening who are interested in taking their chamber up to the next level, whether it's something related to our discussion today or something totally different altogether. What kind of tip or action item might you leave with them in trying to help them accomplish that goal?
In terms of these videos or in terms of really
Just
anything?
anything. Yeah, anything to help elevate their chamber.
Number one, don't take yourself too serious. So make sure you have impactful conversations with your investors. They'll tell you what they're wanting and what they're looking for, and don't be afraid to make changes. I think it's something. It's an industry that is always going to be evolving. And so the ones that I think are struggling are the ones that are probably set in their ways, and well, we got to keep doing it because it's what we've always done. It's okay to say no sometimes to events and things like that. And then the pushback when you say no is a lot of times it's, well, if the chamber's not going to do it, who's going to do it? Well, if that's the case, then it's probably not an event worth doing. So it's definitely okay to say no from time to time to things.
Yeah, absolutely. I like asking everyone I have on the show as we look to the future of chambers of commerce. How do you see the future of chambers and their purpose going forward?
I think it's going to get, I don't want to scare the listeners off, but my opinion, it's going to be tougher and tougher to get the messaging out, to get the word out about what you're doing. Everybody's budgets are getting tighter and tighter. So if you're not out being a champion for your business community, it's pretty easy for them to write you off when they need to make budget cuts. So I think it's, goes back to your previous question, always evolving. What's I don't want to say the newest trend, because you certainly don't want to jump on a new trend that in a month goes away, but you got to be conscious of where everything else is going with your investors and trying to mirror what they're going to be looking for.
Yeah, I think that's good insight and again, good advice again. Eric, I wanted to give you an opportunity to share any contact information for listeners who may want to reach out and connect with you or learn more about your process. What would be the best way for them to reach out and connect with you?
Sure. A couple of things. My email is Eric, ERIC, at chamberofmadisonsd.com. Make sure you put the SD in there for South Dakota. So it's Eric at chamberofmadisonsd.com. My cell number is 605-760-0621. And people can call or text me whenever they want. If they have questions about really anything that we're doing here with some of our referral programs or anything like that, or more specifically, if they want to see some of the videos, they're on our YouTube page, or they can email me and I can certainly send them a link to some of the cool dad videos that we've done, or any of our other videos too.
So these Chamber Chat episodes are going out on YouTube now as well. So anyone who's just listening, be sure to check it out on YouTube. But specific for this episode, I'm going to try to link one of your Cool Dad videos after this episode plays, so it can just roll into a Cool Dad video. I think that'd be a really neat transition and introduction to what it is that you guys are doing. But
Sure, I
Eric,
appreciate that.
yeah, absolutely. This has been fun having you on the show and talking about something not so serious, but that definitely is driving results. So I appreciate you sharing your example and what you guys are doing and what's working for you, so other chambers out there can listen and try to replicate or make adjustments for their community how they see fit. But this has been a fun discussion today.
Yeah, you bet. I appreciate the invite, Brandon, and appreciate what you do for the chamber world.
If you are a chamber professional, be sure to subscribe to Chamber Chat Podcast on your favorite podcast app or now on YouTube, so you never miss a new episode. New episodes are released each week and delivered right to you. If you're finding value in the podcast, please take a moment to leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen. It really helps others discover the show. And most importantly, share Chamber Chat Podcast with your colleagues in the industry so we can continue to grow and strengthen the chamber community together.